Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jake from We Do Everything, and today we're doing a little bit something different. I wanted to do this video. I didn't think I was going to do it now, but after this early morning live stream that we're going to watch back over, I'm going to. So this video, if you haven't already read the title, is basically me going every bad thing in 2K18. But my opinion, before 2K19 comes out, I wanted to make this. I love the game overall. It's a very good game. But the main part we're going over that I feel like they did a bad job in is Hall of Fame. I feel like Hall of Fame is a bit of a challenge, but I feel like in a bad way. It's not the kind of challenge I wanted. It's more kind of a rigged type of thing. And I just don't like it overall. But we're going to watch over this, and I'm going to point out a few things about Hall of Fame that I feel like is bad and that they could try to fix. Okay, KD made wide open three. Should have went in. Oh, yeah. I was going to try to make... Okay. So, something that happens a lot, and I don't know if it's going to happen this play, but we'll see it definitely happen a couple times, and I'll show you when it does, is AI. Bad AI. So, if you don't know what AI is, artificial intelligence, it's basically the other four players on my team who I'm not controlling, doing whatever they're doing. So, for example... when I'm being Curry guarding Paul, sometimes when Clay, as the AI, because I'm not controlling him, is guarding Harden, he'll do his own thing. Or he'll do something that's not guarding Harden. And Harden will be wide open enough to the point where he passes it right to him and he makes a three. And the thing is, he doesn't make it on me because I'm not guarding him. It's my AI leaving him wide open, and there's nothing you could do about it. And it happens quite a bit. I don't know if it'll happen this play, but when it does happen, I'll point it out. But that's a bad thing. Your AI being poor. Like, another thing that happens too is when JaVale McGee gets in the game, sometimes when I shoot a shot, JaVale McGee will be on the outside of the arc and not in the paint trying to grab an offensive board. And sometimes he'll leave Clint Capella wide open in the paint. And the AI just does its own thing. And it's hard to fix. But let's watch over this. So, for example, Curry's getting Paul. Just good. Very good. Okay. Should make substitutions here. Yeah, this is when I put JaVale in for... yeah, Andre. I don't know why it took me so long. It's whatever, though. For example, right there. I know Chris Paul set a screen on Klay Thompson, but Klay should have, as the AI, got stuck on him for like a second. If I was controlling him, I would have wiggled through that and got to Harden. That's another thing where AI is slower and just stupider, and it's not fair to me as the player. So that's an example of that happening. See Curry's bringing up the ball here. Call a screen on Andre. That's fine. Boom, cross him up a little bit. Call another screen, just getting some ISO balling. Wide open. Yeah, well, I guess. It's kind of a bad shot, I suppose. See if it happens again here. That's fake. I don't know. Another thing about Hall of Fame is, I know it's a bit more challenging, and they make a lot more shots, but they make some stupid shots. Like, they make shots you don't think should have went in, and it's bad. It's completely bad. I'm going to skip a little ahead here to where I play. We're gonna skip it right here. But before I skip on, I feel like your player misses a lot of wide open shots. I know it's Hall of Fame, and you should be used to the players, but I feel like I miss a little too many wide open shots. Like if I shoot a wide open shot with Curry, Clay, or KD, they miss a bit more than what they should be in Hall of Fame, and I feel like that's just added on difficulty for no reason. What else? I feel like Hall of Fame, whoever you're playing against, they get so many offensive boards. For example, if they shoot a shot and miss, they're more likely to get an offensive board than you are to get a defensive board, which in real life isn't likely. You're more likely, when you miss a shot, for there to be a defensive board than the offensive board. And I feel like in Hall of Fame, it's opposite, and that's just more bad added on difficulty. What else before we skip on it here and talk about it live? Player advantages. For example, I feel like when I have the ball and I have Curry driving on Chris Paul, I miss a layup. which shouldn't really happen because Curry could easily score on Chris. But when they have the ball and Chris is on me, and Chris can easily score on Curry, when he drives, he scores. And it does not the same way with me. And I don't get that. All right, skip ahead. See if we could talk about it as it goes live. See what happens here. See, every time I got within 3 points, they did something. They made for AI, right there. Kevin Durant should have been already on. Oh, who's this guy? Gerald Green. He should have already been on Gerald Green. If I was controlling him, he would have been already on it. But as the AI, he's a lot slower, and I was controlling Curry. And for some reason, Durant was not guarding him. So that left him wide open for a 3. And that just made me so mad. That's added on difficulty. And it's bad. Like, I don't know why it does that. Draymond sets the screen. Cross up. Okay, that was a bad pull-up. Yeah, that was a bad... But, whoa. That was a good example of JaVale and the bad AI. Watch us go back here. Where's JaVale? Okay, JaVale's right there. Look, I throw up a shot. And he's right there. At first, he was behind the arc. I was clearly shooting. He runs right here, and he just stops. He just stops. And he doesn't go for the offensive board. Like, in real life, he would have. If I was controlling him, he would have. But as the AI, he doesn't. Again, AI. Look at this. We'll go back another. That's another bad thing about AI. Look at this. So, I was controlling KD. For some reason, Curry, as the AI, thought it was safe to double team Gerald Green. And when it's too late, Joe passes it to a wide open Chris, who Curry, as the AI, should have been guarding. He's wide open, too late to get there because he was double teaming, and it's a 3. And that's just added on difficulty. That's not good, and I do not like that. So the main bad part about 2K18 that I'm going to talk about is Hall of Fame. I feel like other than Hall of Fame, Blacktop playing out my career mode in 2K18 is very nice and smooth. It's good. It's a good game. Other than Hall of Fame. I feel like they need to fix up Hall of Fame a little bit. It's just not as enjoyable as it could be. Yeah, that's good defense. But yeah, let's just mention these things. I've mentioned everything basically that's bad about Hall of Fame, in my opinion, and a lot of fake stuff. So we're just going to point out a few things as we go, and then I'll be into today's video. But yeah, I had to make this video eventually. Boom. Yeah, that's reasonable. Draymond was wide open in the paint. Nene got there a little too late. So Curry's back on Chris. Makes sense. See if any... Yeah. They should be a little bit more lenient on reaching fouls. I mean, obviously it's a foul if it's excessive. But I just press square once there, try to go for a steal, and they call a foul. I mean, I can't complain about that. That happens all the time. Also, I feel like Hall of Fame is very inconsistent. There will be some games, well, KD's making everything. Some, he's not. And sometimes the AI... let's say Chris Paul shoots a 3. He makes it. Some other games, he'll miss those 3s. It's inconsistent. They need to stick with it. If you make a good play and have a guy open. Oh, another thing is, too. Hall of Fame likes to close your advantages. Like, for example, let's say on a fast break. This happens to me all the time. I throw it mid-court. And it's a bad throw and it goes out of bounds. I feel like if you have a guy open and you're up, they pump the difficulty and make it fake. Like, a couple of times I would have Klay Thompson trying to throw it down court to Curry, and you throw it way too far in front of him and it'll be out of bounds. And I feel like that shouldn't be happening at all. I ended up rage quitting it. Right there. Right there. JaVale McGee, Gerald Green got the offensive board over Curry, Draymond, KD, and Klay. How does that happen? And then he puts it back up over all 4 of them and makes it. Putting it back up by 9. It's ridiculous. And I don't understand that. That's just bad. That shouldn't have happened. Here, I'm just trying to get open opportunity. At this point, I wasn't playing for real, so I don't think I'm playing for real. I was throwing up shots and just not playing my best because I was pissed. It's just bad. Yeah, that was good defense. Good. Eric Gordon is a one-time man, which means one time during the game he'll go off, and for the rest of it, nothing. Might make a couple shots here and there, but yeah. Okay. Pull up off the screen. At least Javel was in the paint making effort to get it this time. Okay. Javel finally got an offensive board. Oh, that was the end of the quarter, huh? I see. That's why they rushed up the shot. Skip ahead to the start of the second quarter. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I've basically gone over everything I wanted to in terms of why I don't like Hall of Fame and what about it is wrong with it. And we're gonna point out a couple things too as we're watching this to add to what I've said. But basically, I've talked enough. I've gone over everything. Let's see, any AI dum-dums? No, not yet. Okay. Those are good. It was good. It was good. That's reasonable. That's what should happen basically every time. Not every time. Yeah, more times than not, for sure. That was another bad shot. I was just pissed. I was throwing it up. Yep. Any AI problems here? That should have been a steal. It was a steal. Good. Nice. That was a bad shot. Luckily, it went in, though. Good shit. So, it's a 1-point game at this point. Hall of Fame is probably getting ready to pump it up the difficulty to stupid and fake. Let's see. Okay. Boom. Right there. Curry was in the paint. Why? Leaving Chris Paul wide open. AI doing stupid stuff. But of course, it's Hall of Fame. They don't want to lose. So, with Curry not being on Chris Paul, wide open three, does he make it? Of course he does. Curry should have been on him. As the AI, he should have been sticking him. He has no business, as a point guard, with a center already in the paint, going for an offensive board. That's ridiculous. What happens here? I eventually get the ball back, thankfully. But that was a bad example of AI. I mean, a good example to prove my point about how bad AI is. Okay. Yeah, that was a clank. I think it happens again, maybe? I'm not sure. That was retarded. I feel like when they get past you, your guy slows down, and he just doesn't go after them. But he drove by me either way, so fair enough. Yeah, it's a bucket. I would have been pissed if that didn't go in. That had to go in. Okay. Let's see if any AI shit happens. I think a bad double team happened. Oh, no, not this way. Yep, there it was. Luckily, the switch was a bit slow. But luckily, Luke missed. Set a screen. I did a lot of that. I think I pulled that. Yeah, I did. Did it go in? No. And part of inconsistencies, wow, you guys know what I mean though. But what I mean is, we barely get any offensive boards. Not that I'm saying I deserve them, but they get so many offensive boards than us that I feel like I should get some too, but I don't get any. It's bad. Yeah, that was bad. I think it happens here. Boom! Exactly what I'm talking about. When you have an advantage and they take it away from you. So, again, Klay Thompson made a bad pass to JaVale. Look at this. Boom. There is no way. First of all, something that's more likely, JaVale's not looking and he just doesn't catch it. What's unlikely is for Klay to make a bad throw. Because they knew. I probably would have caught it, fed it to KD, three-pointer. We would have been down by 1. But instead, Klay Thompson makes a bad throw, which I feel like is fake and just, they don't let me, as the player, after a good defensive possession, take advantage on a fast break. And that's bad. That's just really bad. And I don't like that at all. So we're about to end it here. I think I rage quit eventually. Yeah, I ended up rage quitting. Because I just couldn't deal with it. I knew as soon as all this happened that I had to go and watch this video. Make this video. Did I quit here? Yeah, JaVale made a poor switch and just did not guard Clint. That was terrible. He missed, didn't he? No, he made that. So it's only a 3-point game. I wonder why I ended up rage quitting. Based on what it's looking like, it might be something on this offensive possession. We'll see. Nothing too bad. Nothing bad. I was just showing that. It's Hall of Fame. Just in case you don't believe me. But you should now. Okay. That ticked me off. Eric Gordon, after his miss, just got the offensive rebound over JaVale McGee, basically. And Draymond Green. And then he puts it back up, and he gets fouled. That ticked me off and made me end it. But for that's the end of the video, guys. I feel like I've spoken my mind, and I'll see you guys in another video. But for now, guys, deuces.